Good afternoon, sir. We are the students at Study College. And my name is Marcy Soto.
And I am Charlie Staff.
This is our
What are the specific requirements that a borrower must meet in order to qualify for a loan in this bank?
Okay. In terms of loan, the qualification is it should be you have a collateral, you have business, also or others kind of business, and also you have a source of income to pay your loan. In terms of qualification, it should be basis. We apply basis collateral, source of income, and character. Usually the three C's that one. The criteria for that one is the basic. Okay, that's all.
Can you explain the application process and explain the documentation needed to support the loan application?
In terms of again, getting the questions.
Can you explain the application process and explain the documentation needed to support
In terms of application process, in processing loans, it could be up to 1 month. It will be processed. It depends on the borrower. If they will pass the requirements earlier than the expected days. In terms of the documents is depends on the borrower's purpose. For example, the purpose of the borrower is for construction of building. For construction of building, there are different kinds of requirements. For example, is the business permit, the building permit, bill of materials, and also for the collaterals and for the source of income. Then, if the borrower has another purpose, for example, they have two purposes for construction and for additional income or additional capital for their business. They have different also. For example, additional capital. For example, if there is if we have list of all materials that they need. For example, list of all goods or foods or any materials that they want to buy. It's a list for all the requirements that we want to have in their income. In terms of source of income also, they should have a business permit. If they have business, if not, they don't have business, if they are just a pensioner or it could be their pensions. That's something. Okay, thank you.
Also need the stories. Today I was going to an interview in the Chismis Pawn Shop. Good afternoon, sir. I have one question for interview. Can you explain how your prior experience in financial service has prepared you for working in a non-banking environment?
Prior to working in Chismis Pawn Shop, I was in a retail industry. One thing that it taught me is to maintain daily transaction reports, purchases, expenses, and especially sales. Those were the basics that I have to make sure not all data are true and correct. That responsibility is the same until now that I am working here in Chismis Pawn Shop. I have to make sure that daily transactions are properly recorded and cash ins and cash outs are all accounted.
Good afternoon. I'm Leo Batuina. This for question number 2. How do you stay up to date with the latest trends and developments in the non-bank sector, and how will you apply this knowledge in your role here?
Okay. While the trends continue to evolve, Like in technology and computerization, here in Business Phone Shop, we try to adapt to changes. For example, in sending and payout transactions, such as possible we process fast and avoid delays. By having high-speed internet connection, another thing is the promotion advertising of products and services. Before businesses do this through flyers, print ads, and even on the TV to attract clients and consumers. Now, with the latest trends, products and services can also be promoted through all social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, among others. In every line of business, whether bank or non-bank institutions, it is important to keep updated with the latest market trends to retain competitive edge and not to be left behind.